to Wolf Farms. I'm Dawn, also known as Knittin' Wolf.
And I'm James, also known as Wolf Photo. This podcast is brought to you by Wolf Farms. You can find us on the internet at wolffarms.net. As you know, we have a scent of the month, and for the month of July, it is green apple. So you get 25% off everything in our shop that is scented or flavored in that scent, because we also have lip balms that in the green apple flavor that you get 25% off. Plus, we have other sale items as well, so swing on by. I'm sure you'll find something that will pique your interest. I want to welcome new and returning viewers. Thanks for joining us today. We have probably a quick podcast for you. It seemed like we're always busy, but just was right on by. So we got our segments this podcast include
Farm Happenings, Farmer's Almanac, In the Coop, and Roundup.
And Flown the Coop.
And Flown the Coop.
That was a late addition to our short list.
Yeah.
So, Farm Happenings.
Farm Happenings.
We had a vet visit. That's always fun.
Yeah. Took Weasley and Dundee in for their booster shots, and
Weasley? He howls.
He howls all the way there. And it's not like he doesn't like the cat carrier, because he'll just get in it if I have it sitting. It's as soon as we're going. Yeah. Because we get there and he purrs. He purrs even while they're giving him the temperature up the butt and, the shots and he's everything. Continually to purr for him. And
it's the motion. Maybe you need to give him a motion sickness pill. So I don't know. That's funny that, when we brought him home when he was a kitten, he was fine.
Because he was out, crawling all over me.
Well, yeah. Maybe that's what you need to do. Of course, Jimmy was with me at work on the day you took the animals up there, so you couldn't really have them roaming around the car. That'd make for an interesting car ride.
Yeah. Dundee actually cried because one of the shots burns, and he kind of, I'm like,
yeah.
I glared at the girl.
Well, yeah, poor.
I know it's not her fault, but
poor puppy.
He even bled.
Oh, he did?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't hear about that. My poor puppy.
Yeah.
That's my dog, by the way.
So,
yeah. And then, like I mentioned, Jimmy was at work with me on that day, but I got to take him out and help me with moving some servers and stuff around, and he had a good time there. He's like slave labor, so I can kind of throw whatever nobody else wants to do at him. Had him do some inventory. We actually, I think he had some fun moving. I had to move a server from one of our server locations over to another server location, so I got to see the other site and learn a bit about servers and that sort of thing. So he's getting a little more acclimated to the work environment. He's kind of wandering around in the background here.
Yeah, so if you see our eyes wandering, that's why.
Yeah, so he had a good time. Got a good hamburger and fries, so...
Yeah.
It was one of those schmancy hamburgers, one that you would, they have special chefs from whatever, like the different cooking shows come in and make these different hamburger recipes, and that's what they sell. So, yeah, it was more than a McDonald's burger.
You could eat at McDonald's for a year for that.
It was... but he enjoyed it, which is the important thing. So, it's kind of funny because they have their list of burgers on there. Like you can get this one, and it's got, it's all the fancy schmancy stuff, the stuff that you wouldn't normally put on a burger at a barbecue. You go out and slap burger meat on a grill, and you throw it on a bun, and you're done. Well, this is, got all the fancy sauces and stuff like that. And he's like, I want a double cheeseburger with grilled onions. And the guy's like, oh, yeah, we could probably do that for you, but it's like not on the menu. You can't just get a normal burger. But yeah, he had it. So he had a little taste of the schmancy burger establishments in the art district in downtown LA. So
Japanese town, right?
No, this is actually the art district, a different. It's near Japanese town, but a little further out. But yeah, so.
You had a lot of lunches this week because you went to Alvera Street for
Yeah, we went to Alvera Street. One of our chief management guys retired. It's like as of like last Thursday. So we did a big luncheon for him and stuff. So he retired, had a good luncheon in Alvera Street. So Alvera Street's a really old like historic site in LA. It's one of the original streets in downtown LA. So they have all of the old shops and stuff like that. It's really neat. I walk past there when I'm going to Chinatown, but you don't. I don't walk through it. You know, there's the little cobblestone street is, and all the shops and stuff are lined down the street. I walk on the street outside of it because it's quicker to get to Chinatown, but it's been a while since I've been down to Alvera Street. So it was kind of neat to go down there. It's been a number of years because I don't usually eat down that way. So usually we're going to Chinatown because everybody wants Chinese food. So no, it was a good party. But yeah, I got to eat out a couple times. I usually bring my lunch. Just it's a little easier to get done. So, Farmer's Almanac.
Already. I'm thinking there's got to be something else that happened.
Oh, there's other stuff that happened. Well, the other thing that you have on the list we'll talk about in Flown the Coop because that's Flown the Coop for me.
Yeah.
So
I've still been sicky.
Yeah.
All week. So, Farmer's Almanac. T. Savage, Tina, asked the question, Dawn, what products do you use on your hair to get it to spike like it does? I have short hair and can never find anything to make it spike that way. Okay, what I use...
super glue.
Yeah. Because this does not move. You can... It's like, it could hurt somebody. It could be used as a lethal weapon.
Yeah, we'll just play darts by throwing it.
Yeah. It is Style Sexy Hair. The brand is Sexy Hair Hard Up. You can get it in a 9 or a 10 hold. So this is what it looks like, and I generally order it on Amazon because it's cheaper than in the like the salons.
And kind of the last time you order it, they get a whole. It's like 100%.
Like a bonus.
Usually it's about half the size.
Yeah.
So the bottle's about yay big, and then this particular one, when you ordered on Amazon last time, you got a whole like double size one for the same price.
And I just ordered more this week in this big size because they still had it. So
so hurry up if you want.
You can also get it in a pump. It comes in a round thing that can pump.
Yeah, this is pretty gooey. So
you just need like a pea size amount.
Well, you use whatever's going to work for you. And
use just a pea size amount.
But it works. Your hair does not move. This is good stuff.
Yeah, and the convertible in the wind that we have out here, I can do my headstands where I'm smashing my head and it still comes up looking...
She's combing the carpet when she does that.
So, yeah, it won't move.
Yeah.
You got to wait for it to dry, of course. But, yeah.
No, it's like super glue. It does what it's supposed to do. So I'm sure you'll like that. Because I used to use a gel that, just one of the ones at Walmart, and it held my hair okay. But by the end of the day, it's the wind blows it and it gets all wild looking, especially when I'm ready for a haircut. So, but yeah, this stuff it pretty much
we all
keeps it
use
in
it.
place.
What was that again?
What's that? Oh, my my helmet.
Yep.
So, good stuff.
Yep. So.
In
the coop. Here we go.
Oh, wait, was I going to talk about this?
Those are going to be in your coop.
Is that in the coop? Okay. I'm trying to do last minute additions here after we were getting ready to record.
Well, when we knew it was going to be a 5-minute episode, it's like
we want to entertain you with a little bit
something.
more. So okay, we'll go in the coop. You do your in the coop, and then I'll do my in the coop. So
okay, so in the coop, in my Just Keep Knitting bag, Bay Area Knitter sent me, I have James's socks, and this is done with Knit Picks, Felici in the Firefighter colorway. And I'm doing them 2 at a time on separate needles, but I didn't work on the other one. I only worked on this one. It's when I got my hair cut this week. She had booked another person the same time as me, so I let her go first because she was an older lady.
And it gives you knit time. It gives you an excuse. It gives you an excuse to knit on something.
So, yep. So I did a little bit on that. Size 1 needles and
Looking good.
72 stitches around. And
In your yoga froggy bag.
yeah, I know. I just love that. Because it makes me smile on it. It's got the little statue that Knit sent me. It has the same little goofy little frog.
Frog pose.
It just makes you smile. So then I worked on my Featherweight, which is a Hannah Fettig pattern. There we go. I think Jimmy's doing something on the computer, so it's slow. You're going to get sick of seeing this.
Well, you said, you made the comment, you're never going to be doing lace weight knitting again because it's just...
No. I don't enjoy it as much.
After you recuperate from knitting it, and if you enjoy it, maybe you'll rethink it.
Yeah, because
it just takes a long time.
It's a good bang for your buck, because you get a lot of yardage with lace weight, and it's going to take you forever in the day to knit it, so you get a long knitting time with it.
Yeah, you get to enjoy it that much longer.
Yeah.
But out here where it's warmer, it's actually ideal because it's not heavy. So, you got some recuperation time after you get done, though. So,
if I ever get this thing off the needles, it's in my brown dog Chihuahua bag. And this is Knit Picks Alpaca Cloud in the Mist colorway. It's 100% baby alpaca.
You said it's soft.
Yeah, it is. It's cushy. And let's see, where is it? I did the ribbing on the bottom, so you can see the dicky-do. So the ribbing on the bottom is all done. So then I got my
Your
sleeve on the needles, and I did about a couple inches. So...
Well, you said the bind off on that you had to play with a bit.
Yeah, I did, because I first tried the stretchy bind off, and it made it look puckery, funky looking. Mm-hmm. So then I used a bind off that Prairie Piper has in one of her patterns, and it still looked kind of funky. So I'm trying to back out this lace with this fuzzy hair from the alpaca catching.
Real tough.
So then I tried 3 or 4 different bind offs, and then I just went and got a bigger needle, and I just did a normal bind off, and it laid the ribbing better, so yeah, I'd forgot about that. That was a ordeal. So
a little reverse knitting every now and again.
Yeah, but reverse knitting with this lace, this alpaca, because it catches, so it...
I was going to say, it's furry, so...
Like mohair, it connects, so...
It's coming along, though.
Yeah, one of these years. So then I worked on my Wild Goose Shawlette, which is a Prairie Piper Paula Eamons Feasley pattern. I'm just talking about her a lot. And this is... Did I say wild? Yes, I did. I already said it. So this is what it looks like. Perfect for variegated yarns. And this is in my Plover Bird bag. That was a gift from Adrian. And this is Dancing Dog Dye Works yarn in the twist sock in the Lorax colorway. And her yarn is always fabulous to knit with. I've been knitting with it a lot. And this is getting pretty bunched on the needles now.
Well, you have long runs now.
Yeah, they're long. I'm 50%, so halfway. So there's the dicky-do and a little bit of the lace part of the pattern coming through.
Looking good.
Mm-hmm. It's just nice and enjoyable knit. just a relaxing, but a little bit here and there to do, so yeah. And fun colorway, so.
Yeah, always bright.
Mm-hmm. Her skeins are always fun to knit with because it's like, ooh, there's pink, ooh, there's blue. It's. I think she just had a big update, so. So
working hard at it. Huh?
Yep. So she usually will mention on Instagram when she's doing an update, and obviously in her Ravelry group. So that's the best way to catch it because
it sells quick.
They go quick, but way, way worth it. So
good stuff.
So
all right. So in my coop.
Okay.
Oh, you also have knitting. Why don't you talk about your spinning?
My spinning. I'm still spinning the twisted fiber art.
Is that 8 ounce?
No.
Okay.
I guess I'm just going thinner or something but I just do my 15 minutes a day and that's it. So hopefully this next week it should be getting done. I'm finally on the last color of it, so. And I'm getting to where I'm forgetting what color I even started with, so it's going to be a
go back and review the
surprise
podcast so you can see what it actually is.
Yeah, and it's in the Minstrel colorway, Superwash Merino. So there's the tag for that. But it's spinning really, really nice. So it's been enjoyable when I do my 15 minutes listening to an audiobook and.
Hoping the cat doesn't come through and help you out with it.
Yeah, he's been pretty good. He sits there and watches the wheel go around. Yeah.
Mesmerize him with it. So
yeah, usually when he messes with it is when I have when I'm plying and you got the strings going up.
Oh, you got it coming
that's
off
just
the Lazy
so tempting.
Susan.
Yeah. Lazy Kate.
Lazy Kate.
Susan's.
Oh, that's in the kitchen. Yeah. There you go. Lazy whatever. So
now for your
mine. Okay, so it's kind of in the coop. I'm actually going to be this coming Friday going out and doing a sea fishing trip with a number of guys from work. We're all getting together and going to head out and spend a day at sea. Hopefully it's not a 3-hour tour like Gilligan took, but that's coming up Friday. So I've been working on getting all my gear ready for that. And normally I do freshwater fishing, so I've got it's a lot lighter equipment, lighter everything. Everything's lighter. The test weight on the the strength of the line that we use for fishing is 4 pounds when you do freshwater. Well, I've got all kind of new gear for the heavy, big jaws. I'm gonna catch jaws here on this trip, so. I got one of the guys at work he goes out all the time, so he's giving me some advice on you need to get this set up and and kind of running through what I should be getting set up. So I have basically my 2 fishing poles and whatnot, and I had to put new line on that, and so I sat down to do that, and I had every cat sitting around me while I'm sitting here winding. I had to unwind the old line. So I have this reel here is actually a collection of all the line off the other fishing poles, because I can actually use that for something else. And then I've got a spare reel that I'm going to take with me. This is kind of a smaller, lightweight one, but I got that all set up. So last night I was sitting there with the fishing poles, putting new line on, and the cats are just like, Jimmy's trying to keep them back, and they're just, like curious about it because they hear the noise and stuff. But so I've got it all pretty much set up, ready to go, and we head out Friday morning. The boat leaves the dock at 5. I have a 2-hour drive to get there, so I'm going to be getting up at like 2 in the morning. I'm throwing all the stuff in the vehicle Thursday night. And get up, shower, and on the road just so I get out there in time. But it'll be fun. But that's kind of in my coop, is getting all of that stuff together and ready to go. So definitely a lot heavier equipment. This is for when I catch jaws. This is like the mega sea reel, but
And it's funny that you said that because I made the comment, oh, if you catch a big one, we'll have to stuff it and put it on the wall. Well, whenever I say things like that, it happens. Just like at our old house, there was a parakeet outside flying around. And I'm like, James, if you can catch it, you can keep it. You know, because I'm like, bird in the house, ew. But what does he do? He caught it.
I caught it.
So then we had a parakeet. I'm going to have to tell you the whole parakeet story. The parakeet saw its demise from Binky, our previous Queensland healer, because she liked tennis balls, and this was an orange-green bird. And
it slipped past me when I had my hand in the cage, and Binky, who's always by my side, she was my dog, and kind of like Dundee. Dundee's always by my side too, but she was always by my side. She saw this yellow thing and tennis ball. She's like, just like that, just as quick as that happened. I mean, that's not a ball, but it was
too late.
Yeah.
So someone was upset, so then I had to go buy another bird. So.
And the funny thing about the bird that we caught was it was a one-eyed, missing a toe.
Yeah.
I mean, it was pretty rough.
Yeah.
But, all the stray animals that don't have a right home know where to come to find a nice, comfy place to live. Unfortunately, it tried to escape, and Binky got it. So.
Yeah. So, me saying you
Here,
catch this bird out there.
Now the fish. Catch the bird is like you telling me I'm going to catch Jaws.
So we'll hang it.
I'm going to be taking some pictures and maybe some video out there while we're fishing, just because it's my first fishing trip out on the ocean, so we'll see how it goes. Probably not the last, I'm sure, because there's a couple groups of people that go out at work, and so we're going to head out with our 5 or 6 people, however many people end up going in our group, and then there's talk about maybe just getting everybody together and just chartering the boat, because there's a whole other section that they do their fishing, but they go out a different harbor area. So
which harbor?
They go down more south. I'm not sure which one they hit out, whether it's either San Diego or it's Long Beach.
That's San Diego, really far.
Yeah, but they do. These are the guys that do the 3-day fishing trips. For the big. This is where you're using this reel because the fish are that big. A 1-day trip on the boat, you don't get out too far. You go to the islands and you catch little fish. So we're gonna have more fish than we're gonna know what to do with when I get back. But we'll see how that goes.
Yeah.
All right. So, flown the coop.
Flown the coop.
Yeah. I had shown on the podcast here, it's been about a month. I was working on a mini yarn bowl, and then I got started working on the Xterra, which kind of took away my free time working around the house, and the time I would normally use on the weekends to be making yarn bowls. Well, I kind of wrapped up the Xterra. The Xterra is running, and everything's good on that. And so I actually finished up that yarn bowl, the mini yarn bowl that I had started. And so I finished that up this week, got it all clear coated, and it went in the shop. I went out of the shop pretty much like that quick. So this week I'm going to actually work on gluing up some more boards and getting something in the shop again. I just need to glue up some more, the wood blocks to start whittling down more yarn bowls. So I'll keep you guys updated, but I did want to mention that actually did fly the coop and fly the shop. It went pretty quick, but it was one that I'd mentioned before, and I hadn't said much about it just because I was busy working on the Xterra. So yep.
Yep.
So I think, is that it? Are we done?
I think so.
Wow.
It's longer than what we went.
Well, that's okay. So, want to mention you can get a free Wolf Farm Video Podcast button with any paid order at Wolf Farms. Just ask for that in the comment section when you're checking out. We got our 25% off our green apple through the end of the month, and we'll have a new scent of the month next week episode, which is actually our heading into the 5th season.
Yeah.
So, I think that about does it for.
And this is the last week to get in on the Hatchinet.
Yep, our final Hatchinet.
Yep.
If you want to get a chance at winning a $10 Wolf Farm gift certificate on that Hatchinet, you got till Friday.
Yep.
And then we'll be drawing for winners next episode.
So, until next time.
Let's get cracking.
Hatchinet.
Bye, y'all.